Hello there. Good morning. I hope you're having a great morning. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I just wanted to hop in real quick. I'm actually getting ready to teach a Canva masterclass for a small organization this morning. And I've taught with this organization several times, and they have me back teaching Canva this morning. So I wanted to jump in real quick and share with you some legal pitfalls that you might face when coming up with content, when sharing content on your social media, even creating your logos. You know, we all have at our disposal now free open source softwares and platforms to create graphics, to create designs. But I think a lot of times people don't think that just because it's free doesn't mean you won't get sued. And I know that's very direct, but I'm all about keeping it real, and I want to be totally honest with you. When you are using other people's content and graphics, that someone else owns that. Someone has the rights to that. So unless you have license to that, or you've been given express and implied permission, or unless that particular graphic or content is out there on the web with open source licensing attached to it, you can stand the chance of ending up in a legal dispute if you just take and use other people's graphics, photos, content. So it's something to really take a look out for. So Canva, let's talk about Canva, because it is one of my most favorite platforms, and I love, in fact, like I said, I'm getting ready to teach a masterclass on Canva this morning, and I love Canva. However, we gotta be careful even with Canva. A lot of people actually use Canva in order to create logos, and I think that's a big mistake. Number one, if you are using Canva to create your logos, you're not the only person with that logo. Let's just say it like that. You're not the only person with that logo. If you use Canva, chances are also the quality is going to be low. So we want to make sure that our brand assets are set up in a way where they're high quality. Okay, we don't want any low quality brand assets. Also, if you use Canva, you will not be able to trademark your logo. Your logo is not your own, and it will never be yours. You will not be able to trademark that. Somebody can come by and say, hey, that's my logo, and you'll end up in a legal dispute. So you don't want to use Canva in order to create your logos. Also, if you are using Canva, you have to adhere to Canva's licensee agreement when creating a logo. So I want to read to you what Canva's licensing agreement states. It states that your logos cannot contain elements from Canva's image library, either free or paid. The only elements that you can use are basic shapes and lines, free fonts, and pre-made logo layouts. If you upload your own graphic design element or those you have paid for, then you can use them for your logos made in Canva. So Canva is even saying, hey, you can try to create a logo with our platform, but you can't use some of our elements. So you just want to be on the lookout for that. I'm going to share one last thing and then hop off. There is another pitfall when it comes to sharing graphics and content online, and that pitfall is U.S. copyright protection, intellectual property, meaning if you take a picture of the sunset, I can't just come by and take your picture and share it on my social media and post it like it's my own. I have to give you credit as the photographer of that image, especially if you've taken steps to trademark that image. And so I see a lot of times people will post graphics and photos, and maybe they'll go to Pinterest and find beautiful photography or beautiful imagery. And we really need to be careful, because U.S. copyright states that, if that particular content has been licensed, that is owned by someone else, and that person can say, hey, they can come by and go, listen, you used my photography in your social media, that's $3,000, I'm going to sue you. And they can that can stick in court. So if you are using other people's photography, just double check, make sure that it's licensed, free, and open source. If it's not licensed and free and open source, try to get expressed authorization from the person who created that photography or took that picture before you are using other people's content. Nobody wants to get sued. I'm sure it's not fun. So be aware of the US copyright laws when it comes to sharing content on your social media, and the pitfalls of when it comes to Canva and creating logos and designs. You just got to be really careful and educated. So that's what I'm here for, to share all these tips and tricks with you guys. Check back with me